Mr. Revealing here. This video is our follow-up to our last video that was our unboxing and our demonstration on how to use our new air fryer. So the next series of videos are going to be testing that said air fryer with frozen food items that you can pick up right at your grocery store. Now what I'm going to try to cook are just pretty much frozen items that you would heat in an oven, but maybe they'll be better in an air fryer. So some of the things I'm going to try: a chimichanga, some egg rolls, tater tots, mini corn dogs, wings. I have no idea how these are going to be. Chicken strips, some coconut shrimp, and French fries. The oh so delicious Checkers fries. Oh, almost forgot. Cheese sticks. So I don't know how many of these I'm going to actually do, but I'm going to try these as many as possible and see what the results are.
Mr. Revealing! He reveals stuff. He's so revealing.
Today's items are going to be a shredded steak and 3 cheese chimichanga and chicken egg rolls. These are going to be the first items to break in our new air fryer. The egg rolls say to preheat the oven to 450 and cook for 12 to 15 minutes. So I went ahead and I am preheating it to 400, so you can preheat this thing. So preheating it to 400, and I'm going to go for maybe 8 minutes. Looking online, frozen egg rolls in these air fryers is all over the board for cooking time. So I am going to just try that. 400 degrees, and I'm going to give it an 8 minutes and see how they turn out. These are the egg rolls. They come in the container. Your typical frozen egg roll. Let's see if we can get this fried delicious airwise. So all I had to do was press preheat, put the temperature I wanted, adjust here, higher or lower. I put it for 400. Then you got to push start, then it preheats it. So it only took a few minutes here to preheat it. Now it's blinking, it's giving me time. So I'm supposed to take the basket out and then put the egg rolls in it. So let's see what happens. I don't know if I could lay that on the... I'm just going to drop them in there. So here are my egg rolls. I'm just going to put them in here. It is toasty in there. Make sure they're not touching. Perfect. I'm going to put it in. And then time, I think it was like 6 minutes, they said? No, well, that's... What the heck? Okay, 6 minutes. Let's start. I paused it. Alright, 6 minutes. I guess that is counting down. We shall see. Okay, this was round one. It said take it out and just kind of shake it. Those are looking crispy. Those look done to me. It said do it another 6 minutes. Those look good. Let's pull one of these out and just see how. Yeah, I would imagine if they're in longer, they're gonna get... Alexa, stop timer. I put the timer on that as well, just in case. I'm going to take one out and take a bite of one. And and then leave the other one in there. And let's see what happens. Here it is. I took it out. This is only 6 minutes, so I don't know if this is cooked or not. But let's take a bite. I mean, it feels real crispy. Let me try a bite. Wow. Very crispy. The inside is a little cold. A little cool in the middle. I'm going to put this back in and finish it up with another. I don't think it needs another 6 minutes. Just a few more minutes. We'll see what happens. Started at 4 minutes. Let's see what happens with this. Now it's gone 2 minutes. I'm going to pause it here and then pull this out. Oh man, those are looking really good. I'm going to pull the one I already took a bite out of out. And that cooked it up nice. The other one's looking good. I'm beginning to think it might get burnt if I keep it in any longer. Let me take a bite out of this one and see what happens with this one. Okay, let's give this one a shot. Ooh, that's hot. It's hot. Hot. Still looks really good. You hear the crispiness? Let's try it. Look at, I don't know if you can see the steam coming out of there. But it is steaming. Oh gosh, that's hot. Oh, my hand. Ouchie. All right. Okay. That's good. I don't know if I'd keep it in any longer. So that was 4 minutes one side, stirred it or shook it, and then cooked it for another 2 minutes. But listen to the crunch when I bite this part here at the end. A little smoke. Mmm. I'll tell you what, that is way better than just heating it in the oven. And when you look at the directions, let's put on the directions here for the cooking. These are the egg rolls. The directions for the oven, I mean, it's telling you to line a cookie sheet with tin foil, then 8 to 10 minutes thawed, and frozen 12 to 15 minutes. I cooked these frozen for a maximum of 6 minutes. So cut the time in half, and much easier, and the end product was way better than just a traditional oven. Okay, I went ahead, shut it off. I went ahead and finished the egg roll for the extra 2 minutes, the extra one. So let's see how this one looks. Oh wow. Got a little sizzle in there. I guess it depends how you like. I mean, this looks a lot crispier. Look at the smoke. Than the one I had. Let's put it over here. Don't let that cool for a second, but looks pretty good. So this one was in for 10 minutes total. 6 shake and then 4. Of course, that 4 got split in 2 minutes when I pulled the other one out. The other one tasted really good. Let's give this one a try when it cools down for a second. Okay, let it cool down for not too long. It's still really hot, but if you look at it, very crispy, and pretty uniform for the most part. So let's give this one a shot. Oh, that's very hot. Let me give it a try. Oh, that's going to be too hot. I have to let that cool down even more. Okay, the egg roll cooled down even more. Let's try that bite again and see how it turned out. It's definitely crispier with that 2 extra minutes. So that's very good. So I would say with the egg roll, definitely much better using the air fryer than using the regular oven. Let's hope they all turn out that way. Time to slip in the chimichanga. Next item, we are going to try a frozen chimichanga. This one's shredded steak and 3 cheese. Now this tells you, and this like takes forever when you cook it in the oven. It's telling you 375 for 40 minutes. 20 minutes flip and then another 20. Now I looked online for a cook time for frozen chimichanga for an air fryer, and it's telling me 360 for 6 to 10 minutes. So let's get this preheated. I guess it's already ready. So we will slap this in right now. Here it is. Actually, it looks pretty good. You know what? I don't know if I've ever had a frozen chimichanga. I've had the frozen burritos like a lot when I was younger. So this is preheated. So we'll open it and we will stick this in, drop this in, see what happens. There it is. Close it. It's at 6 to 10 minutes. Get the time. And we'll see how it turns out. That thing's really beeping. Here we go. The frozen chimichanga, and this went in for 6 minutes. Just gonna roll it. Looks like no, that wasn't. Oh, that definitely doesn't feel crispy. Again, online it said cook frozen for 6 to 10 minutes, but the instructions said the oven for 40 minutes. That's quite a bit longer, so I'm not even gonna try it at 6 minutes. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in for another 6 and see what happens. Again, what was that, 360? I'll put it for 10. And what did I do? Okay, let's start. Oh, start. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, so 16 minutes is going to be my total time on this, because that, didn't look too right. I didn't touch it or temp it, so I don't know what it was, but I feel a little better about this. All right, let's look how the chimichanga turned out. Pretty good. Definitely crispier than before. All around. Because it's starting to squeeze out, I would guess it's probably done. I'm going to cut it in the middle just to see how it looks. Oh, you hear that? Crispy. Everything looks melted in there. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's got to be done. I'll let that cool a second and we'll take a bite. All right, let's try a bite. I cut it in half. That is definitely cooked. Amazing in the speed of cooking versus what it's, oh, that's hot. What it said to cook. But it's very crispy. Hope you could hear it. But let's give this a try. All right. Ow. Ooh, cheesy. You know, something like this, I would have normally just cooked in the microwave because it's the quickest, but then it's just soggy and not very good. Hence why I said I've never had one of these, the chimichanga, but the frozen burritos, and I haven't had those in years. Good crispy. And just shocked at the speed. 40 minutes in the oven versus this was 16 minutes, and it's good to go. So another hit here with this. Stick around to our final video of the series. That's when we're going to go over all these food items and get my final take on were they worth it, how they turn out, and overall impressions of the air fryer.